All right, I'm excited about this one. So this is going to be your future partner, your future boo, your future wife, husband, however you identify, doesn't really matter, but this is going to be a pick a card reading for that. So we have 5 different piles because I wanted to get super accurate and super deep. I also have some extra cards to get a little like outcome, you know, it's gonna be fun. And I got my little astro dice as well to get even more information. Like I said, this should be really accurate, so please let me know in the comments if you resonated with it, because I definitely want to know. And yeah, so this is going to be group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, and group number 5. Take a second, relax, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and figure out which one of these piles are really calling for you. And then I will see you back in a few minutes, or pause the video and take as much time as you need. So this is for you if you picked group number 1. This is going to be your reading about your future spouse, the person that I think you are going to marry. So let's get started. Okay. Got a lot of information here. Okay, I want to start with the characteristic cards, okay? So first of all, we have someone with brown eyes. We have a heart-shaped face for this person. And then we also have tattoos. So this person could have tattoos. It could be hand tattoos, but just in general, they can have tattoos. So a little bit about this person. I feel like this person is definitely an introvert with the Hermit card. Okay, this is not somebody who wants to hang out with a bunch of people all the time. They want to spend their life by themselves. You know, I feel like they have a soft spot for you, you know, whoever this person is, like your future spouse. But like overall, they are very, very, very solitary and someone who's pretty introverted within themselves. So that's kind of like one of the things that I'm noticing here. And then we also have the Ten of Wands here, which makes me feel like this is someone who really has a lot of responsibilities, which is maybe reason why they are a little bit more introverted. They might work in a job that is just full of really intense responsibilities. They might be responsible for their friends, their family, their kids, or something like that. They could have some burdens, you know, some things like maybe having to take care of a sickly loved one or something like that. They're just somebody who really is cares about other people, but they just have, that's probably why they're kind of introverted, because they probably have to really take care of other people. And so when they have their downtime, they just want to be alone. You know, they might be the kind of person where you guys can sit next to each other and say absolutely nothing and still feel really comfortable and happy in each other's space, you know. So that's definitely something I'm seeing here. So about your love, like I was saying, like I feel like this person's the kind of person where they only have eyes for you. Like you are like gonna be the on the spotlight, the love of their life, that kind of thing, and they are not looking at other people at all. It's not something that they are interested in because they're pretty solitary, really much liking you. I also feel like y'all are probably gonna go through some stuff. With the transformative love card, I feel like you guys have a lot to teach each other. You know, your future spouse is somebody who I feel like has a lot to teach you about love, about life, about happiness, and about healing, you know. I think you guys will heal each other in a lot of ways. This person is someone who, when you guys get together, you might be one way, but by the time you have been together for a long time, you're going to be in a completely different person, in a completely different space in your own mind, you know. We have a light bulb, which again, I'm like light of my world. I keep hearing that, like someone who really like you are in that special spot for them, and like that's it. This is also someone who's going to allow you to have a lot of like realizations. This is someone who's also incredibly intelligent, and someone who like I said, I think they've been through a lot of stuff, so they have a lot of emotional intelligence, as well as someone who also has like regular intelligence. They're emotionally intelligent as well as being, you know, empathetic and just having, you know, just being a generally smart person. For the tornado, this makes me feel like you guys, I don't feel like you know this person yet. I feel like this is someone who's coming into your life later on. And with the tornado, it's going to be very unexpected. And then we also have the scythe too. I think this is someone who's going to show up kind of after a breakup or after a pretty serious situation in your life, and who's really going to help you with a lot of different things, and maybe even lead you to understand that, you know, there's some people in your life that you just need to kind of cut out of your life because they're not necessarily like good for you. And this is someone, or maybe they are going through some kind of like violent kind of situation or some kind of really intense situation where when you guys get together, it's like it's in a bit of like turmoil. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like this particular marriage is like, you guys are gonna be fine, but a lot of the things around you is going to be like crazy, and you're gonna be really helping each other get through these things, you know. It's intense. I'm getting definitely a very intense relationship here, but you know, also this person will have your back no matter what. And they might be a very intense person. I'm already getting like Scorpio vibes, but we'll see, because I'm also going to pull from the Astro dice. But just intense. Just intense. So okay, we have Sagittarius and Aquarius, so they could be a Sagittarius or Aquarius with the first house and sixth house, the South Node and the Sun. So I feel like, again, light of my world, that's come up so many times in this reading, where it's like, you are the light of my world, you are the person who is in the spotlight for me, you're everything that I can see. Also with like the first house, I'm kind of getting that. And we also have the sixth house, so this could be someone who works in like healthcare, or like fitness of some sort like that. With the South Node, I do feel like this person has a bit of a draining life. Like, you know, it really, like, again, like I was saying earlier, like this person has a lot of responsibilities, and because of that, it's like, I have all these responsibilities. When I am on my downtime, all I want to do is be alone. All I want to do is relax. All I want to do is just like woosah, you know. And I just feel like this is the kind of person who will really only have eyes for you and your relationship and be able to tolerate you, because everybody else will be like a responsibility to them. So yeah, we have that. And let's pull out a few cards with this deck to get like an outcome to this whole situation and marriage. Ooh. Okay, so we have depth, okay, and then we have freedom. So for the outcome of this whole situation, I feel like this is going to be an incredibly deep situation, an incredibly deep marriage, that also is going to give you a lot of freedom in the fact that this person, I don't think they're going to be very possessive, or, you know, someone who is always going to like check in on you all the time. They're going to be like, yeah, I know, babe, do your thing. I'll be here. I'll be here for you. And it's going to feel like a deep and true bond, but also a bond where you don't feel trapped, or you don't feel like this person is so possessive that they are like, you know, taking up all your time and they're like very insecure. I don't think this person is insecure at all. I just think that they like their space. So yeah, that's what I have for you and your future spouse, your future marriage. Please let me know if this resonated with you, if this is the kind of person that you would like to be with, and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. Bye, group number 1. Okay, group number 2. This is going to be your future boo, your future spouse, whoever you're going to marry, and let's get into it. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so let's get into physical attributes first. We have the triangle-shaped person. We have the same height, so they might be the same height as you. And we also have the athletic build, so they might be someone who's really into fitness and taking care of themselves very physically. For the tarot, we have the Tower and Death. Whoo, boy. Okay, be careful with this person because they're intense. Your whole relationship, I feel like, is not going to start on the best of circumstances. And don't come for me, group number 2. You know, I'm just going to tell you how it is, you know. And I really feel like this might be somebody who may be in a relationship, or maybe you're in a relationship when you guys start having feelings for each other. I have to be completely honest. This is giving me some third party vibes. It's giving me some very complicated situation. And then we also have literally the third party card. So I feel like either you or this other person will maybe be stuck in a marriage or stuck in a situation with other people where you want to explore this connection with this person, but it's just like the wrong time. Or maybe you met this person while you were together with someone else, or vice versa, and it just wasn't the right time for you guys to be together. And I feel like both of you have had moments in your life that are just full of like change and metamorphosis, and also just like really intense like stuff happening. Like the Tower is like a bunch of unexpected events happening that really change and catalyst your life. And I feel like in this particular situation, that's exactly what's kind of happening here. Like, you know, when you guys do end up getting married, it's going to be like a new beginning for you. Specifically, another reason why this makes me feel like this is a third party situation is this Lover in the Night card, which makes me feel like, okay, or maybe you both have dealt with cheating in the past and that's going to show up. And with the Geese card, you know, this also makes me think of, you know, people having to leave people behind, and like finding a new family. And then we also have the Standards and Boundaries card that makes me feel like, you know, part of this connection, a lot of this connection is going to have to do with learning to have better standards. Like maybe you decided that this person is someone who's so beyond your reach, and like even though you have this a wonderful connection, like you have it in your head like, oh look, this is never gonna happen, or they have it in their head like, oh, this is never gonna happen, there's no way that we can end up being together. But I feel like you will. Once you deal with the situation at hand, whether it's you needing to get a divorce, whether it's you getting out of a toxic relationship or toxic family relationship or toxic friendships, the key to getting married to this person and to the key to your happily ever after is leaving behind things that don't work for you, and leaving behind situations that are not great, and, you know, creating a lot of toxicity in your life. And I feel like that is going to be kind of how you guys get together. You're going to both be leaving like toxic partners or toxic friends or toxic family members, and you're going to find each other and you're going to be like, oh, okay, like this is where I was always meant to be, but I had to go through this metamorphosis. I had to go through all of this stuff just to get to you. It's kind of really romantic, but like also really intense. Like I kind of want to ask, are y'all okay? Like, are you good, group number 2? This is a lot. Okay, so we have Aries and Taurus vibes here. We have the 3rd house, so our communication and school, and the 9th house. So we have 2 schools. So this might have been someone you met in college or in school, or like someone that you were like friends with in school. With the Pluto, that always comes off to me as like trauma and like unearthing things, metamorphosis. We were just talking about that with the Death card, and Pluto goes with that so perfectly. And then we also have the North Node, which is like a sign of like destiny. So I really feel like with you two, it's like love at first sight, but you're stuck with other people and it's just like the wrong timing. And when you get out of all these different situations, you're going to come together and it's going to be like, oh, this is exactly where I was supposed to be. This person also might work in some kind of school environment as well, or you might have known them from college or school, or traveling, whether it's short-term traveling or long-term traveling where you're traveling really, really far away. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some outcome cards, get a little additional information about this. Okay. We have intimacy and power. Another Pluto signification is power. Okay, so I feel like at the end of the day, you and this person are going to find a way to become intimate and talk about the deep, intense stuff. There might also be like a power dynamic with you guys where this person might be like a little older than you or something, or like could be in some kind of field, like maybe they're like teacher in the past, or maybe they're like your mentor in the past or something like that, that makes it feel like you shouldn't be with this person, which, like, so long as you're adults, like, that's all that matters. But there might be a little bit of a power dynamic or an age difference or something that makes you kind of hesitate when it comes to this relationship. But overall, you guys are a really good fit for one another, and you're really going to be able to understand each other in a way that I don't think other people will, because you both, I feel like, have been through so much in your life. And overall, I think it's a good fit. So that's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonated. Let me know if you already know this person, and let me know, you know, what's going on in your life. I would love to talk to you in the comments. And remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you later. Hello, group number 3. This is going to be your reading for who you will marry, their characteristics, their personality, where you might meet, all that good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so for characteristics, we have freckles, we have long hair, and dark eyebrows. So that might be someone with really dark hair, black hair, is what I'm seeing, but just like dark hair in general. We have love language and lifeline. So communication, deep communication about, first of all, I want to say that I think you know this person, and I think this is someone you've been in a relationship with, but it didn't work out the first time around. I think this is like an ex or something like that. Someone who is incredibly fiery, someone who's like maybe like Mars ruled, so like Scorpio or Aries vibes, definitely. And then we have like this revived card, which makes me feel like that's what makes me feel like this person is someone you dated in the past or knew in the past. And then like deep conversation, someone that you love to have a conversation with, you love to be able to like go back and forth with, because both of you are just like, you just love talking to each other about these kinds of things, which is really, really cool. We have Rider, and then we also have the Prince of Wands, so we'll get to that in a second. We have Scorpio, the Queen of Water, and the element of fire. This person is kind of intense, and this person is also someone who I feel like you're gonna know that they like you, because they're gonna just like come up to you and like say it. They're gonna be like, I like you, and I want to be in a relationship with you, like right now. They almost like rush a lot, and kind of someone who is just incredibly enthusiastic about life and participating in life. Someone who's incredibly willful and, you know, loves to talk, loves to have really deep like conversations, and it's just like a deep person. This is someone who also is very, very determined and perceptive, might even be in the spiritual space as well, with this like Queen of Water energy. And yeah, we have the second lover card, and then we also have the Prince of Wands. So I feel like at the time that you might end up getting married to this person, you might have multiple options and multiple people in your life that are vying for your attention. And this person with the Prince of Wands, like I really feel like they're going to come up to you and they're going to be like, I want to be with you. Get rid of all those other people. It's going to be me and you. Like, why are you even talking to them? They're horrible. Look at me. You know, they might even try to steal you from someone. I'm not going to lie. Like, they kind of don't care. Like, I feel like this person is just going to tell you exactly how they feel, and that's just going to be like the end of it. And because they're into it, and if they're into you, you're gonna 100, 1000, 1,000,000,000% know, because they're very much going to just like tell you that. Just gives me very like fiery Aries Scorpio kind of vibes, just very like, I'm coming up to you and I'm gonna let you know how I feel. And yeah, you know, I definitely see this as someone who is going to try to talk to you even if you are with someone else. Whether that's right or wrong, like if they have feelings for you, they're just going to tell you, and that's just going to be the end of it. let's go ahead and roll the dice, get more information. Okay, so we have Virgo and we have Aquarius. So either you or them could have Virgo Aquarius placements. We have Mars, and I was just talking about the fact that I feel like this person is hella aggressive. And then we also have Neptune, which I think kind of goes into that spirituality that I was talking about. The fact that this person might be in the spirituality space. With the 4th house and the 9th house, I feel like this is someone who wants children. I feel like this is someone who wants to build a family, but also wants to travel and really expand. This could be someone that your family knows, or you've known since childhood, or that you met traveling or at school of some sort. This is someone who might be very detail oriented and very perceptive and very chatty, because Virgo is very chatty. I feel like a lot of people like to make Virgo out to be very, very dry when they're like, they don't know how to shut up. They're very, very chatty. And so is Aquarius. And this is someone, like I said, who's just going to let you know, like with that Mars energy, they're just gonna let you know how they feel regardless of your situation. This person, your future spouse, you are never gonna have to worry about how they feel, because they are gonna let you know point blank, period. Like, even if you don't like it, they're going to 100% let you know exactly how they're feeling. Let's pull out some cards for some additional information. We have emotions and release. Okay. I think one of the things that I didn't mention is that this person is probably very emotional with all of the fire and water kind of placements going on here. I feel like this is someone who is incredibly emotional. And like, again, like I was saying, you're really going to know how they feel about things. With the release card, I feel like this is someone who like is going to encourage you to tell it how it is and how you feel. And they're going to be the kind of person who's just like, not everything is, you know, politically correct, and not every feeling you have needs to be explained by analytics. Like, this is just someone who's going to remind you that it's okay to be a person, it's okay to be a human, it's okay to feel things that are not necessarily fair, and that life is not always about being fair. And they're really going to encourage you to be in touch with your emotions and to say things how they are, even if they don't come out the way you want them to. You know, overall, this is going to be a very honest, straightforward person, and they're not messing around, y'all. Like, they're not messing around. Like, this is someone who, like I said, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. They're going to tell you very straight up how they feel, and you're not going to be surprised at all. You're gonna be like, this person's been clocking me for a while. So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if it resonated with you. Let me know if you already know this person. And remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will catch you later. Hello, group number 4. This is going to be a reading about your future spouse. Let's get started. Ooh, leather. Okay, so we have mustache. So this person probably has a mustache. We have the month of September, so that month might be significant to you and this person. And then we also have dry skin, so they might be someone who just doesn't have like oily skin. It's more dry skin. You know, doesn't sweat very often. Like, it sounds really weird, but I feel like they don't sweat very often. And just like generally like might be someone who lives in maybe a colder climate as well. For the tarot, we have the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay, this is somebody who is incredibly cold in a couple of ways. Like, I feel like this person isn't the kind of person who's going to let you know exactly how they feel all the time. They're more likely to like observe, see what's going on, and then like react in a very calm way. Like cold and dry is kind of like maybe even has like really dry humor. And with the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like this person has ruthlessly chase their success, material success, to a point where they might need to be taught that money isn't necessarily the answer to all things, and that, you know, they might need to like kind of loosen up a bit. Like this person might be a little bit strict and stringent, if you know what I mean. But I also feel like you guys' connection, how do I say this in a way that's like appropriate? I mean, it's very steamy, spicy. You might be into certain things that other people may not necessarily be into, things with leather, like, if you know what I mean. You know, it's like this person, you really are not going to know how they feel until you get super close to them. And once you're super close to them, it's like, oh wow, like there's like a lot there, holy moly. Though this person might be someone who is not necessarily always the most emotionally expressive, they are very loyal and supportive. They might not necessarily be the kind of person who, you know, gives you tons of compliments all the time, but they will be there for you through thick and thin, like no questions asked. They will always show up for you. Very, very loyal. We also have rabbits, which also makes me feel like y'all are just a little spicy. Like there's a physical connection here that is really intense between you two. Like you guys are going to have this physical connection throughout your entire marriage. You're going to be incredibly attracted to one another. That is just not going to be an issue for you guys in your marriage. I really feel like that is just a done deal. You are solid. You are golden. And you also might have multiple children. You might have a lot of like, you know, just like have a lot of children. Like maybe babies might be something that has to do with your relationship, very much so. And then we also have this fish card, which is all about money and resources. Again, I do feel like this is someone who really cares about money, really cares about their resources, really cares about not being poor. Like they really, 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 really want to make sure that they are financially set, and they probably put that first over any relationship. And by the time you guys end up getting together, it's kind of like, oh wow, like I should actually do more things. Like I should actually try to interact with this person in a way that's not like completely, you know, or I should be with someone rather than just making everything in my life about money and power and feeling secure. Because I feel like when this person grew up, they just didn't have a lot of security in their life, and so now they're kind of obsessed with it. We also have the spring card and the leather lustbound card. Again, I say to the point, you know, spring, rabbits, lustbound, your physical attraction is going to be off the charts. I feel like you guys are just gonna be the kind of people where you're doing it and you're doing it for life. You're just really attracted to one another, and there's going to be a huge physical connection. In fact, that physical connection is probably going to be the first thing that you notice, and then the emotions are going to come later. I wouldn't even be surprised if you guys started out as some kind of like friends and benefits type of thing and then fell in love or something like that. Just saying. Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. We got 2 Plutos. Oh my god. So we have Gemini and Libra, which this person's the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is all about air, baby. So I feel like, you know, again, this is like an air sign. And then we have the 5th and 10th house. Okay, I told you that I think you guys are going to have children, and the 5th house represents children, creativity, and also time, you know. And then the 10th house is about career, and it's about, you know, what you're most known for. And then we have 2 Plutos, okay? Again, there's going to be a really intense physical connection here, and there's going to be a deep and depth to your relationship. It might even be a little bit intense to a point where you guys kind of break up and get back together and break up and get back together, because it seems like you and this person just can't get your stuff together for a while. But overall, like when you guys get married and you figure it out, you will have this person for life. This person's loyalty is literally undying. Like they really might be kind of a cold fish. They might kind of come off like they don't care, but they will show you how much they care by always being there for you no matter what. So very, very intense, very cool. Like I got little like tingles going down my back doing this reading. It's just kind of nutty. Let's get some additional information. Okay, we have awareness and wisdom. Okay, So for the outcome and a little bit of advice here, you know, I think that this is going to be a relationship where you're going to need some awareness and wisdom, because I feel like if you just go with like your attraction, you might end up in a situation where you're kind of going over your own boundaries. So it's very important that, you know, you stay aware of your boundaries. And you know, also I feel like one of the things I'm kind of seeing in this relationship that is extremely important, that you understand that your wisdom and the things that you notice is just as important in this connection as this person's insight. This person might be really, really smart, but you're really smart and wise too. And they might be the kind of person who even like over talks you in some ways and is like, we should just do this, like very domineering. And you have to understand that you also have a lot of wisdom to give. Just don't let this person walk all over you and you will be just fine. Okay? That's what I have for you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if it resonated with you. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others, and I will see you later. Hello, group number 5. Okay, the last group. Let's see who you're gonna marry. I'm excited. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. 3 of Cups. I'm telling you right now, you're friends with this person. I'm calling it. You're friends with this person already. I really feel like this is someone who you are very close to in a friendship way. You might know this person. Winter might be something that's really important to this dynamic, this connection. You might get together during winter or the holiday season. This person probably has short hair. And long eyelashes, whether they are a boy, a girl, or something in between. I feel like they have long eyelashes. You ever meet those boys who have like long, luscious eyelashes, and it's just like, you don't need those. You can't appreciate them the way that I would appreciate them. What the heck? You know, and they just walk around with their super long eyelashes, and you're just like, ugh, get away from me. Anyway, we have the Princess of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Cups, which makes me feel like this person is someone who very much is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this person cares about money and finances as much as like some other types of people would. Like, I feel like this person's kind of like a family person, and they really want to have a family, and they really want to be with their friends, and they really want to be spiritually enlightened and things of that sort, but they're not necessarily the kind of person where their entire value is on monetary gains. They might move kind of slowly when it comes to finances, you know, and you might be someone who kind of picks up with that, where you're the one that's actually the financially smart one, and they're the one that's more like, I kind of just want to be at home. I kind of just want to like relax. You know, I kind of get that energy from this person. So we have Cross, which is about destiny. This is about like, almost makes me feel like this person has experienced a lot of loss, whether it's been like deaths or just like maybe have lost a lot of jobs and lost a lot of things in their life. I feel like they've seen a lot of like true sorrow, and you guys have really been there for each other for some of the tough things that happen. I really feel like you guys have been friends for a bit. We also have the Mountain, which is about obstacles and delays and being stubborn. So I do feel like this person gives me earth sign vibes. I feel like they are kind of stubborn. I feel like convincing them to take extra steps is just a lot, because they're just like the kind of person who's just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not interested in that. I'm going to do things my own way, how I want to do them, when I want to do them. We also have the Clover, which is about luck. There could be someone who just is generally like has good fortune. You ever meet those kinds of people where it just seems like they'll like mess up their life and somehow, some way things just like pull through for them, and you're like, how the heck did you do that? How'd you do that? That's crazy. We have partnership and heart of the line. I do feel like equality and partnership is very important to this person. I feel as though they are someone who really is going to put their heart on the line, and they want a partnership where it is completely equal and you give each other everything, no holds barred. You talk about everything, you do things together, like truly an equal partnership. This is something incredibly important to them. ahead and look at the dice. North Node, South Node. Whew. We have Cancer and Taurus. Definitely feeling more Taurus than Cancer, but I can definitely see both. We have the 8th house and the 11th house. I told you were friends with this person. Like, the 11th house is the house of friendship, and we have the 8th house, which is sometimes like the roommate house, and also the house of death, rebirth, and just like, you know, inheriting. This person might have inherited money from their family of something like that. Like, I really do feel like they've had like a death in the family of some sort, which is like really, really heavy and terrible, but I also feel like they've experienced like a pretty intense loss. And with there being the North and South Node in this reading, I feel like there's a duality between you. You guys are kind of like opposites. One might be super financially responsible and the other one not so much. One might be really like a family person, the other one not so much. Like, you guys really are going to have a lot of obstacles to get through in this marriage, in this relationship, that you're going to have to kind of really see and get through. But when you do, I feel like you balance each other out in a very perfect and wonderful way that is very unique to the both of you. Let's get some extra information. Okay, we have Chance and Transformation. Okay. So I feel like don't be afraid to change in this connection. Like, I feel like so much about this connection is going to transform you and transform you both and level you both out, and you can't be afraid to change in that way because it's something that's going to be really helpful for you in the end. And then with the Chance, I do feel like this person is just kind of lucky, and it's going to feel like some of the stuff that they do doesn't make any sense, but overall this person, you know, they're fine in the way that they do things. It may not be traditional, it may not be, you know, what everybody else is doing, but it does work for them. So take a chance on them and, you know, be ready to change, be ready to become a completely different human being in this relationship, because it's going to activate some really intense but wonderful changes in your life. And when you're ready to do those changes, I think that it's going to be something that really, really, really helps you out and ends up, you know, creating a beautiful relationship where you balance each other out. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if it resonated, or if you already know this person, or if you have a friend that's like this. And remember to be kind to yourself, and remember to be kind to others, and I will see you later.